So hello friends, welcome to you all. So today I'll be talking about a story, begin with a story about an elephant and a fly. So in a forest there lived a big mighty elephant, and there used to be a small fly which used to live in his hind leg. The elephant used to go out, collect fruits, leaves, and the fly used to pick on its droppings. One day the fly woke up, maybe it was a Sunday, it was relaxed, and it thought, this elephant never recognizes me. It doesn't acknowledge me. We have been living together for so long. So it began to get angry. At that time, the elephant happened to kick some dust. So the dust arose, and this fly thought, because of me, my anger, the dust storm is rising. Now the elephant will recognize me. But the elephant still did not pay attention. Now the fly said, enough is enough. Now I'm going to leave this elephant for good. I'm going to fly away, and this will teach the elephant a lesson. So saying, it went away into the forest. The elephant never even knew a fly existed or was in his hind leg. So friends, many times like this, we think the world is revolving around us, or if we leave a company, the company will fold, or if you're a leader of some organization or country, once you get displaced, all hell will break loose, country or the organization will not run. But that's rarely the case. In fact, everything functions even better when sometimes one leaves. So what is that makes us think, that we are the most supreme and because of us only everything is happening? It's our ego. So what is ego? Is it good? Is it bad? If you go by some definition of ego based on some dictionary or over internet, you will find that it is a self-appraisal mechanism, self-evaluation mechanism, self-worth mechanism. We form an image about ourselves, consciously or unconsciously. Mainly it's unconscious. And from a childhood to the time we die, it is taking different forms. When we are born, there are two important forces that come into play: nature and nurture. So you see some kids, who are born are very vivacious, very lively, and they're very outgoing. And also sometimes because the family is so well knit, they get the right environment to get nurtured, and they blossom into fine human beings. On the other hand, you see kids who are very timid, very shy, maybe more than required introvert, and also the family situation is not good. There's a lot of rift between, say, father, mother. So that impact percolates in the system, and they probably may not blossom so much in life. So in either case, their ego is getting shaped because of these events. That's why you see some people have this superiority complex that we are the best. On the other hand, you have some people who feel inferior. We are no good. They don't have any great worth about themselves. So when you talk about superiority complex, I'd like to share a story. Again, this is from some of our scriptures, epics. I'm not quoting verbatim, or I'm claiming that I'm a scholar of these epics, but or scriptures. But these stories are very potent. They have a message, so it's good to sometimes share this. So Mahabharata, you know that when the war was happening and last few days of the war were very critical. So one day when the war is happening and we had two heavyweights, two mighty warriors. On one side we had Arjuna, and on the other side we had Karna. Both of them pitted against each other. Arrows are flying. Even gods are watching from heaven. What is going to happen and all that. Is a very tense situation. And for every arrow that Arjuna shoots, Karna chariots goes 10 feet behind. And for every arrow that Karna shoots, Arjuna's chariot just go 2 to 3 feet behind. Not much. So obviously Arjuna's arrows are impacting more. But Arjuna saw that Krishna, who is driving his chariot, is always clapping or applauding when Karna's arrows send them 2 or 3 feet behind. But he's not clapping when Arjuna shoots and Karna's chariot goes flying. So Arjuna is perplexed. So when it was break time, he gets down and goes to Krishna and says, Krishna, whose side are you on? Whenever he is firing the weapon, you are applauding, and whenever I am firing, you are not applauding. Don't you see my arrows have more impact? I am the best supreme archer in the world. What more facts, testimony do you need? Why are you applauding him? So Krishna says, Arjuna, look at your mast. Whom do you see? Whose image or picture is on your mast? Who's sitting there? Arjuna says, Lord Hanuman is there. Krishna says, right, now who is driving a chariot? Arjuna says, the Lord of Lords, Krishna, you are driving the chariot. So Krishna says, even with us two heavyweights sitting on a chariot, still is going 2 to 3 feet behind. What more testimony do you need? That day, Arjuna realized that it was not he who was controlling the war, it was Krishna who was controlling the war, who was leading the war. In the evening, when Karna got killed and Arjuna and Krishna descended from the chariot, do you know what happened? The chariot burst into flames. The chariot went up into flames. All this while Krishna was blocking the impact of Karna's weapons. So sometimes you feel that we are making things happen, but it's always things are, shaping things. Events are shaping us. So coming back to the question, what is ego? We say that our ego gets hurt when someone says, some bad words. We feel sad, depressed. When someone says good words, we feel ecstatic, elevated. We say, my ego or my mind is so turbulent today. My body had an impact. I feel painful. My body feels painful. So when we say my body, my ego, my mind, are we referring to something that belongs to us, or are we referring to something that is different, away, separate from us? See, when I say this is my cup or this is my pen, whatever is mine, can it be me? Is the question. So when you say my ego, does it mean it is me or something which exists, maybe like a bubble? So I'm not saying whether it's good ego or bad ego or dismiss it or exalt it. I'm just saying, just observe. What is the nature of ego? Is it us or is something different from us? So when we get this gap, then maybe we'll be able to really align it properly. It'll take a form, a shape wherein it doesn't really bother us that much or bother others because of our ego. So we can keep it aside at times and use it at advantage at times. So friends, with that I'd like to conclude that ego, the nature of ego, how it operates, be observant of it. If you like this video, share, subscribe, and with that I will take your leave. Thank you.